Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Eric, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
And this has definitely been a lost weekend so far. They dropped the first 3 in this series here at home, so they just need something to go their way so they can have a chance to at least salvage one game in this series. Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch and lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
Jason Hayward will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Ben Zobrist takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. A dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Pitch outside, the throw, and he got him at second on a perfect throw.
And I think they're going to set the tone early that they want to be aggressive on the base paths, but this stolen base attempt just doesn't pan out.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jason Hamill, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he has just not been effective at all on the road. Not really sure what the reason has been, but he's really got to change that trend here in this one.
Billy Hamilton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And obviously, that includes taking the first 3 games of this series as well. So they're out looking for the sweep here in the finale.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball. His speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base paths is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
Jose Peraza comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Hamels is ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And if you're a pitcher, that's not the kind of call you want to be seeing. 2 batters into a ball game.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Joey Votto gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
0-1's the count.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Cold strike in a dangerous location there. 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds are down in order after 1, no score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, this team has committed the fewest errors in the National League. They're fundamentally sound, and anytime there's a routine ball hit, that's as good as an out. I can't wait to watch them here.
Javier Baez will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Grounded back up the middle. Peraza ranging up the middle. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Kyle Schwarber will dig in. And as you can see, he's got that average up near the 400 mark to start the season. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. They've definitely got some wheels in this lineup. If you don't keep these guys close, they will run on you all game long.
2-1, here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schebler moving to his left. 2 down.
Batting 7th, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero stands in for the first time now. Looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Bruce. Still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, this pitch is just a little bit in, not really a terrible location at all. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some damage right there to the tune of a 2-run shot.
Addison Russell will take his first swings here. And as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Peraza comes up with it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this two-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Brandon Phillips will dig in. 1 for 4 with a triple in last night's game.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Hit hard to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Batting fifth, right
And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Jay Bruce will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Hamill gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In there, and it's even now. 2-2. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
High pop-up. Rizzo is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
batting sixth.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back.
Schebler.
I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Scott Schebler will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on the show from Great American Ballpark. Jason Hamill set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well, it's always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Dexter Fowler will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
He was just sitting on that changeup. Pretty obvious there. Can't imagine they're going to try and do it to him again.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. One out, nobody on. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead, then they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Jason Hayward will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. On the ground up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Schebler giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Bruce is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand a couple. as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Jordan Pacheco will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Hamill into the wind. Here's the first pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and reined in one away.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Number 68 stands in for the first time. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now here's the pitch. And this pitch misses to the Reds catcher. Now 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Dan Straley.
The pitcher, Dan Straley, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Throw will go to Zobrist covering to get the out, but the sacrifice is a good one.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Billy Hamilton will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
From the stretch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
2-2 count. Here it comes. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Scorched to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Javier Baez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Not the best of starts to this fourth inning.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Schebler going back on it. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now this one's crushed. Left field line.
Nope, that's foul.
Got him.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Line toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Here's Addison Russell, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Or maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Jason Hamill comes forward to swing the bat, but he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach it here with one away.
Yeah, and it's not automatic, but the usual thought right here is to stay out of the double play and get those two guys into scoring position.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Yeah, and with 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do as he bounces this pitch, and that means both runners are going to move up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's down to third. To his left, Pacheco. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Well, this was a definite strikeout situation with the pitcher at the plate. But you got to give the guy credit. He put the ball in play and helped himself out with that RBI ground out.
Into the box, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You love to try to be able to get ahead of hitters, and he has thrown a first pitch strike about 60% of the time, but he's not throwing them in good locations, and that's why he's getting hit.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. You get the sense that things are starting to get away from him a bit out there.
It all comes from falling behind hitters and then having to come in there with something good to hit. That's going to get you every time.
And the runner back easily. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, he's allowed 1 home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing. That's going to be all for Dan Straley. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Ross Ollendorf is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Jason Hayward gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run, no errors, and 2 men left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cubs lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Jose Peraza, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Zobrist is there, 1 away.
You know, a lot of times when you get a slow grounder and a fast runner, that can be a bad combination. So this is a nice job of realizing the situation and getting to this ball quickly to throw him out.
In is Joey Votto now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
1 out, nobody on. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now a swing and a miss by Votto, and he'll head back to the dugout as out number 2.
Very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Brandon Phillips digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
In there, strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hamill has his target. Here's the 0-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Reds are down and ordered. They trail here 4-0. Ben Zobrist will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
Bounce slowly back toward the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good strong throw.
Javier Baez comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Still looking for that final pitch to get him out of this inning, but he's seen the count move now from 0-2 all the way to 3-2.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Kyle Schwarber will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Jay Bruce will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Scott Schebler is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
2 balls.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Jordan Pacheco will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Lays off 1-0.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
2-0.
Not close. It's 2-0.
You've got a guy up there who can't hit a lick. I just don't know why you're not coming right after him with fastballs.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Fly ball out toward right field. Hayward over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 4-0. Kyle Schwarber makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. In tight with the slider, 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Miguel Montero waits on deck. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Miguel Montero will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Pitch out. Nothing doing.
No strike.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, and you've got to figure if he's going to jump the yard here, it's going to have to be to left field, because I don't think they're going to give him anything inside that he can pull.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
Launch to right field and deep. Bruce racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
And I guess here that the runner on first base is waiting to see if the ball's going to be caught or not. You can see it bang off the outfield wall, but that indecision is going to cost him right there. And this will wind up being nothing but a loud single.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And not in time as the run scores.
The pitcher, number 39,
Jason Hamill, the pitcher, digs into the box. So in a definite sacrifice situation here with 2 on and nobody out.
Yeah, definitely the traditional train of thought.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. And the toss will go to Phillips at first base, so the sacrifice works as planned.
And that's a job well done by the pitcher right there. He just deadens this ball, gets it out there just far enough, and that advances both runners up 90 feet. And on top of that, it only took him 1 pitch to do it.
Dexter Fowler will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Just missing here, 2-0.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine. He's not trusting his stuff.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And remember here, you've got a base open at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Just hung in there on that one. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
John Lamb will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Jason Hayward will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. First offering on its way. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
All right, now it's 3-0, and the watchword here needs to be restraint. Make sure he can find the strike zone before you go helping him out.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
That's a little surprising that that was something other than a fastball, but hey, at least he got it over.
In there, and he's taken him as far as he can go now. It's full, 3-2.
Taken again on 3-1. He's trying to get that RBI the easy way, but now they've worked it back to a full count.
And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 3-2 with the bases loaded. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-0.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Ben Zobrist will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now.
That's a good idea, 1 and 2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Schebler. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, it's been a big inning already, and they tack on another run here on the sacrifice fly. But at this point, I think defensively, you're just happy to take an out.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
4 runs here in this half inning. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schebler has a read on it, and that retires the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Cubs are on top, 8-0. Number 68 stands in.
Leading off for the Reds, catcher, number 68.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Tyler Pope will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ripped on the ground to first. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Billy Hamilton will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. Got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
Jose Peraza will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. A runner on first with two away. Smoked on the ground left side. Russell has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Reds leave one. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Steven Johnson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Johnson.
Javier Baez gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth.
Javier Baez.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Two and oh.
Two times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Here it comes on 3-0. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the seventh. It's ball four.
For a young pitcher out there, he's certainly going to have the butterflies working. I mean, it's probably going to take him a batter or two to really settle in out there and get comfortable. But he won't ever get too comfortable out there if he keeps walking guys.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Now a throw over. Back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Corner paint right there. 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. On a good curveball gets him swinging for wrap number 1.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already in court the wild pitch.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs, a ball and a strike.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
3-1 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here's the 3-1. Lined hard toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop,
Addison Russell. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
In there at the knees, strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And a foul pop behind the plate. And no one will get this one. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And here at the plate, you do want to avoid the double play, but you don't want to do this. Now the runners stay at the corners with 2 away now, and you leave it up to the next guy to come through with a 2-out hit.
Into the box now, Jason Hamill. And he takes ball one. And with the no-hitter still within the realm of possibility, what kind of effort will we see here?
I'm saying not very much.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple as the lead holds at 8-0. Joey Votto will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck.
Still no hits on the board for these guys, and we are seeing some great pitching in this one.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Hit back up the middle. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number one.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Brandon Phillips will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Grounder down the line at third. And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. But getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Up high, 2-1 now.
The one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Smoke toward third. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on the defense to make a play in a game like this. Everything's magnified at this point, so that's a really good job to stay with this ball and make the play.
Jay Bruce will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Line drive to left. And that's in there. And there goes the no-hitter. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the 7th, so the no-hit bid will end right here. Scott Schebler will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Jumbo Diaz will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Digging in now, Dexter Fowler. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Stepping in, Jason Hayward. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set and the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. On to second goes Hayward. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, and Hayward is in at third base. He's got himself a triple. So an unfortunate turn of events for him here as he's going to be forced to leave the game due to injury. And hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of commission for too long. Jorge Soler will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, his numbers against right-handed pitching haven't been pretty so far this year.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Lifted the other way to left center. Hamilton is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Anthony Rizzo struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Now, after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And that's too high, ball 2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Javier Baez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubs lead this one 9-0. Jorge Soler will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 68.
Jordan Pacheco will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Zach Roska will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Jordan Pacheco stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Jordan Pacheco.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. You'll need to guard against that.
Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Just their second hit of the ball game so far. It comes here in the 8th inning. When that happens, you can almost guarantee you'll be looking up at a big deficit, and you know what? They are, no doubt about it.
Number 68 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. He pulls this one into right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Number 68 has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoiding them.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And on the mound, you can tell he's not in here to mess around. He means business.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
One and two now as this catches the outer half.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Grounded back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
This late in the game, no sense in taking a chance trying to cut down that guy at the plate. So they'll be pretty happy just to trade the run for the out.
Jose Peraza is in to try and get that second run of the inning across, as he'll have a runner at third now with 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Ready with the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hit to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front, 9-1. Caleb Cotham will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Javier Baez gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Boy, they've done a really good job against this guy so far. And it's the first time in the series that they've held him without a hit.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
That's inside. 2-0. Lays off, and it's 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting, shortstop.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Digging in, Addison Russell. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
And that's a classic sequence there. 2 straight fastballs, get him ahead in the count 0-2. And then they come with something that looks like a fastball, but takes a sharp left at Albuquerque. Has no answer for that.
Tommy La Stella will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
Called strike at the knees. 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole. Nope.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Dexter Fowler would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schebler on the move, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Reds 1. Pedro Strop will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Pedro Strop.
Joey Votto will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Fowler. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 4.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's Brandon Phillips as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. To short, hit hard, backhanded on to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Reds down to their final out now, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. And a slider tails outside for ball one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
1-1, here it is. This is line to left, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Scott Schebler stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Reds are down to their final strike.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
2 out with the man at first. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this one started out with some promise, but it winds up as a laugher as they cruise home with a 9-run victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 10-1. So long from Cincy.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jason Hammel. His record is now 3-0. The loss goes to Dan Straley. He falls to 0-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.